Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to the end of another week. It is Friday. Can you even believe it? I know you guys have been working really hard. Parents, you've been working really hard. We're actually coming up with a plan for all of this hard work here in the next few weeks. So be on the lookout for that. But today, for our Friday, social emotional time, I want to come back and revisit that conversation we were having last week about stretching ourselves. And I want to check in with you guys. How have we been doing with stretching ourselves? Are we pushing through even when we don't want to? Are we working even though we may be a little bit tired? Are we taking the breaks when it's necessary and then coming back? How are we doing with that? Um, because that's going to mean the world to us when we come back to school and we're going to be asked to do those very things to stretch ourselves and to um, have a visual with that stretching ourselves. Today I pulled out some Play-Doh. So if you have some Play-Doh at home, pull it out. This is a great thing, folks, to use. It assists us in that tactile desires that we have sometimes. Also creativity. So if you have some of this, pull it out. If you don't, I also put a link in for a really cool soft Play-Doh recipe that my daughter and I are going to try. Today, this weekend, we're going to try it today. To see if we can make it and get it to work. She made some Play-Doh earlier this week that she really enjoyed. And so we're going to try another kind. This one includes conditioner, which I think is interesting. But it helps with that smell. Sometimes people need the smell of it all. But get your Play-Doh out. I want you to squeeze it as hard as you can. If you have slime, pull that out. If you have a stuffy that you squeeze on or a stress ball, anything that you can kind of squeeze and release. This is a good thing to do to really practice building up lots of tension and then taking that deep breath and releasing it. Yeah. Also, a great thing to do is to practice your rolling skills with your Play-Doh. Yeah. Believe it or not, guys, this also assists with our pencil grip. Haha. And I know Miss T is going to be doing some work with writing with you guys. And so this will be a great partnership with her. So make sure you take some time out to do some Play-Doh play. It's an assignment. It's a thing. But I want you to take this time to play around with whatever you have, your Play-Doh, your squishy ball, whatever you have. Take some deep breaths and squeeze. Take another deep breath. I want you to think about all the work you did this week. I want you to think about a moment when maybe you didn't stretch yourself. Maybe you couldn't just push through. Maybe you had to stop. I want you to think about how you handled that moment. Did you use words? Did you use faces? Did you use just your feelings? Did you communicate those feelings clearly with your loved one so that they would know what was going on with you? I want you to think about all of that. And then as we think, and I do this a lot too, I think about the way that I handle things and then I go back and say, okay, how could I have done that better? How could I have said something more clear so that the person that I was dealing with understood? We all make mistakes in communication. It's a part of being human. It's a part of growing up. And so just taking moments to go back and think about, if you got really frustrated this week with that brother or that sister, could you have said it differently? When you spoke to them, was it aggressive or was it assertive? Because there's a difference, right? That aggressive makes others feel bad and you feel bad at the end as well. That aggressive is shouting. That aggressive is balled up face. Remember, assertive is always respectful and strong. So you can use a strong voice without shouting and you can be respectful in what you're saying, right? So that's another stretch that we're looking for in this time, right? Right? Being in the house all day long with our family and our pets, and sometimes we just need to get out and stretch those limbs a little bit. And so sometimes what means to be assertive sometimes comes out as aggressive. So I want us to think about that when we're communicating with each other, because we're not really upset with each other. We may be frustrated, right? Or overwhelmed, or anxious about something, and it's okay to communicate that. But also, pull your tools out and use this time that you're breathing and you're rolling and you're pinching and you're twisting. Use this time to think through a better way to communicate. Yeah? Okay. There's mine. Not much to it, right? Yeah. All right, guys. I am going to let you go for the weekend. I want you to enjoy yourselves. Try that new Play-Doh recipe. Tell me what you think, if it worked or if it didn't work. And just keep on working hard, guys. I'm so proud of you. Bye-bye.